Okay, so I have some things to say about the Acolyte and trying to make some parallels and comparisons. For one, I don't care about any of these characters. I can barely remember anybody's names except for Saul, whose story is way too what did you do? That's like the only thing going for him is what is his past and what that is intrigues me, and I feel like intrigues more audiences than someone who is like Osha or May. They want you to seem to like Osha and May, but the thing is, Osha really doesn't do anything. She just kind of follows everybody else, and she doesn't have really any character to her besides the fact that she's May's twin, who's an active character. Trying to follow a character who doesn't do anything for herself, and even though she does do like one or two things, it's not justified. No other character truly reacts to any of her situation, and she's just not monotone, but monotone. I don't know if there's another word for it, but she's not a really good character when it comes down to being active. I mean, she has understanding like traits and stuff, but it's like I said, not justified. Yeah, you can bring a bunch of bugs towards the bad guy. You can say people are gonna die. If we don't come back, people are gonna die. She doesn't. She doesn't stand up for herself when it comes to what's his name, the guy with the hair. See, I keep forgetting his fucking name, and it's just he never had like a redemption story or anything like that in the series. When he died, I was like, I kind of saw this coming. Oh, that was so cool how he died, but I don't care. None of these characters I care about. Besides Soul, because Soul's actually just pretty cool. Um, in the Phantom Menace, why it was way more dramatic and way more important was because there was stakes there. There's no stakes here. One guy killing one Jedi, Darth Maul killing Qui-Gon Jinn, was so important and scary and suspenseful and awesome than this guy killing 20 Jedi and like two apprentices. It's about pacing. It's about the drive, what's important, and what's important to the character, and how does it follow through with the story. Oh yeah, sure, we've got a Sith Lord guy who just so happens to be on screen for 5 minutes. Okay, cool. Well, why is that a thing? Well, Darth Maul was actually foreshadowed. He was actually like, okay, built up to be a threat. When we first see him, the evil mastermind who's hiding behind the cloak gets towered over by this man. When you look at his transmission of his like hologram self, he looks intimidating. Then the music, dun dun dun, and he just crosses his arms and has this very stern face like this, where he's just pretty much like just towering over people, and just kind of, they're like, this guy right here, I'm sending my apprentice. And throughout the entire rest of the story, he's in the background taking care of business. Oh, they're over there. Okay, press some buttons on my little thing. Okay, get these guys out. There's these probe droids. All right, cool. And then he tries to, well, knock Anakin's head off and then fight Qui-Gon. And he has this really long lightsaber. You're like, if you haven't seen like the trailers, or if you haven't seen the movie before, you just wonder, why is his lightsaber so long? And he's just fighting with this one lightsaber piece, and you're just like, I don't know what that is. It's kind of unorthodox, but you never pay attention to it because he actually came in and was like, he almost got one up on Qui-Gon, maybe. We don't know, but it's one of those speculations like, this is awesome, but it's also like, that was a close one. And then when they finally see him again, it's even more dramatic because you've got people you're protecting. You're like, oh crap, there's this dude here who we fought before who's a Sith, most likely. And so what Qui-Gon does is he walks in between everybody's, like saying, we'll handle this. Not just because he's a Jedi or he's just super cool. It's because it's his responsibility. He needs to get everybody out of there, make sure that everybody else is safe so he can take out this guy who's the main threat right now. At least, yeah, pretty much the main threat. If they did not fight Darth Maul probably would have slaughtered everybody in that docking area. So he knew he had to go in this with intentions to probably kill. And throughout the story, you're seeing these two Jedi about to, hold their ground against this one dude, and he pulls out his lightsaber and lightsaber on the other side. Everyone's like, ooh, one, that's awesome. Two, that looks deadly as hell. And three, y'all got to be careful. Oh wow, that lightsaber in on its own was just plain awesome. But then you have to remember that the Smilo Ren guy is like, for one, his body doesn't seem like it matches his helmet. His costume looks like they just kind of dirtied him up and put him in rags. And apparently he can float too. What is this? You float too? But basically, when we see him, he's not hyped up. He's just kind of. We're supposed to see a mystery. We're supposed to have pacing. We're supposed to have a feeling of excitement, and I guess I just said it, of mystery behind this person. Who is this guy? Why is he here? What's his intentions on being here in the first place? But once you tell us who he is, why he's here, and that he's talking, Darth Maul only had like one line in Phantom Menace, and that's all he ever needed to be a badass. But this guy, right after we find his mystery within one episode, it's very anticlimactic. The buildup was there in episode like 4, where you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then when you actually see him, he's slaughtering everybody. It's just eye candy, but it doesn't have any purpose. This guy looks like a teenager who's like 18, 19, 20, 21, who just took on Jedi Masters, Jedi Knights, and Jedi Padawans. And it has no weight because we don't care about any of the characters. Whoever wrote this and then thought it was a good idea to bring in all these random characters destroys any of the logic, any of the excitement and the pacing. Oh yeah, he can kill a bunch of Jedi, but we don't know him. He's just slaughtering people. Oh, we do know him. He's this guy. That doesn't justify it. For one, you're taking away the mystery. For two, you're taking away any alertness by the situation. And three, you're killing everybody who were supposed to intentionally be characters we're supposed to be attached to. I didn't care for the girl who looks like a secretary bird. I didn't care for the guy with the Killmonger hair. And I sure as hell didn't care for any of the background Jedi that we never got a chance to talk to. They're just there for cannon fodder. Oh, it just looks cool. That's it. It looks cool. But I'm still confused. You keep bringing in new plots and new subplots for this series. Okay, Osha is gonna find her passion again to use the Force. Maybe she'll come out with a lightsaber. Maybe she'll be able to use the Force again. Nope, all that seems to be scrapped. They go on to the next thing. Okay, now it's a revenge story. She's trying to kill her sister. And now she can't have the heart to do it because revenge isn't the right. Is not the way. Okay, now she's trying to take her into the police. All right, that's fine too because you're not trying to kill your sister because you love her. Okay, now here's May. May is so confusing. She's a psychopath little girl. Okay, now she's just training. She just started training to be a Sith. Okay, apparently she's training to be a Sith as an adult, and she's not like she's been training to do this for years or something like that. Okay, well, it was super easy for her to betray the Sith Lord. There's no fear in her eyes. Okay, now she's gonna be with the Jedi. All right, why is she running from the Jedi then? Okay, why is she trying to kill the Jedi then? Okay, why is she running away now? Okay, is she gonna go back with the guy? Nope, he's trying to kill her. Okay, why are you trying to turn yourself into the Jedi and get like some immunity to stay out of like prison? Oh, and the Jedi is going to protect you or something like that. Okay. Oh wait, Osha's here. All right, don't choose the Jedi, choose me. What does all this have to do with anything? She's so fucking backwards. Oh my god, there's no way for us to latch onto a character who's this confused about her entire existence.